Hello everyone, welcome back to our new adventure in RollerCoaster Tycoon. Today we are taking on Evergreen Gardens, which we have to have 1,000 guests at the end of year 4. Oh dear goodness. Okay, well I'm saying dear goodness, not because that should be difficult, but because that is a long time. It might be difficult though, we only have one guest so far. Good. Okay, do we have anything in this park? I know I have played this one before, it has been a while. It's not one of the ones I've played much of because it's farther down in the list. I'm mostly familiar with the ones up to the one we did last time, which was Diamond Heights. There is nothing in this park. So I start from scratch and I have to get 1,000 guests. That explains the longer timeline. Gotcha. Okay, well, I guess we should get started with the basics. We need a food court and we need at least one ride. So let's take care of those things right off the bat. So I would like to have a food court right at the front here. There's my one guest, look! And they're only marginally happy. They're less than 50% happy. Sorry. I mean, that's what you get for coming to an amusement park with no rides yet, I guess. But anyway, what was I saying? Put a food court in right here at the front. We're going to start just at the start of the park. I know eventually, or not eventually, immediately they're going to wander around the entire damn thing just because, as I've mentioned before, their AI isn't, like, super great, I don't think. So they don't, like, congregate where the rides actually are. So, we're going to build as much of this stuff as we can just so we have something to get started with. Then I'll take a look through the rides and see what we should start with. Okay, the food court's not enormous because we only have a few things so far, but that's at least better than nothing. I'm surprised you're staying in here. You're tired, you don't have an umbrella, your happiness is at like 25%, if that. Okay, but I'm glad you're sticking with it. It's good for you. It is cold, though. Okay, so I don't generally build these. I've said this before, I'm not good at tracked rides. I'm especially not good at tracked rides that are supposed to be, like, maneuver you from one area of the park to another, because I find them boring. Boring compared to the rest of the stuff in these games. They probably are a good idea because they probably help with people getting lost in your park and stuff. I just don't generally build them. Although saying that, I did play Jurassic World Evolution and they were super useful in that. So I might have to change my view on the monorail and the chairlift and the train. I would probably do either the monorail or the chairlift just because they get up off the ground and they're a little easier to build stuff under. Okay, so we have all the standard gentle rides. We have a couple roller coasters, which would be good to put in right off the bat. I'm gonna ignore the boat hire for now. I think what I'm gonna do, you always start with a carousel, so I'm gonna put the carousel in first, and we're going to put it, I'm not gonna build up here quite yet. I'll just put it in this empty, I can't put it right there. Let's put it in this little corner over here. Okay, there we go. At least there's a little bit of stuff going on. There's a little bit of music. We have 4 whole guests now. And at least they have something to eat, drink, and, you know, get on to ride. A ride to ride. So that's good. That's a good start. I want to find out where I could put a roller coaster. A lot of this is landscaped, which is another thing I don't generally do when I build my own parks, because I find it... there's not, in this one in particular, I know this is a thing in, like, for example, Planet Coaster and stuff, they want like beautiful surroundings, and it's not that it's not a thing in this, it's just that it's not really a factor in most things, so I don't tend to bother with it unless it's done for me like it is here. There aren't very many good spots for roller coasters, if I'm honest, unless I build them over the water again, because there's so much going on here. Unless I build a small one that kind of can fit in this area, I think I might hold off on them for a little while. Ah, here we go. We can fit the other roller coaster type in here. So let's go ahead and put this in here. The Raging Rockets, which means there will be rocket cars, which is awesome. I think I put this facing the wrong way. Let me try that again. Okay, and it's up and running. Nice. So we have a roller coaster. I'm going to put down some of these benches. They're called benches, so I'm going to put down some benches just in case. It shouldn't be too intense, but you never know. And yeah, at least we have a roller coaster, we have a merry-go-round. Did I put anything else in yet? I don't think so. But at least, you know, at least there are some rides, and we're getting there. Because this park is so big and so spread out, and there are pathways all through it already, I think what the good thing to do would be is kind of spread the rides out a little more. So these are just there because that's kind of central, and was a decent spot for a roller coaster. But I think mostly I'm gonna put some of this stuff kind of out and around here so that the people who do go wandering have something to do. The question is, where do I put what? I could put a boat ride in here. Maybe I'll do that. I'll think about it. I'm not gonna do it right away. I think I'm gonna put a spiral slide up here. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of having it tucked away. Those honestly, the color combinations in this are just horrendous sometimes. Alright, let's take care of this. Again, not too long a line. Probably longer than it needs to be, but it's still not super long. We'll go ahead and get that prepped and ready to go. Gonna put some more people on it. Definitely change those colors because, wow, that's just bad. Okay, let's put a Ferris wheel over, I don't know where. Let's put a Ferris wheel here, actually, kind of looking out over the lake. There we go, there's a Ferris wheel, good. And then I will probably put I'm not going to use that, don't need it, thanks, though. Gonna put a boat ride over here at some point. Now, what else can I put in? We have a maze, we have a car ride, we have a scrambler. I'm gonna go with the scrambler next. We have a lot of gentle rides, so I want something with a little more oomph. Where do I put it? I was gonna put it here, but that's a lot of stuff right there. I kind of want to save this area for a roller coaster, so I think I'm gonna put it right here and zoom in and put, whatever, the entrance and exit. Okay, and we're getting a steel roller coaster soon. That's perfect, because I can fit that loopy-loop one right in here if I want to. I would like to. I'd like to try to do that, because that was probably the one that's going to fit best, unless I put the car ride there. I could put the car ride and the roller coaster over here, actually, if I really wanted to, but then that's kind of loading up on stuff over here when I said I wanted to spread stuff out a little bit. I'd really like to build one of these. I don't remember what they look like. Oh, that's so cool. But I don't really have the space for them again. Oh, look at that one. So we're just gonna do the boring single loop one. This is kind of making me wonder what point in this game am I gonna come up against perks where I honestly, like, can't pass them or have to try them more than once. Because this isn't a particularly hard goal. At least, like, goal-wise it's not hard. But money-wise, it might be a bit of a push. Oh my god, that's amazing! How have I never used this before? Oh, that does not fit the slide at all, but I want it. I want it on every ride from now on. Holy crap. The log flume is what's coming next. That would be great. That would draw a bunch of people into my park, but there is no way I am going to be able to afford that. So, I've started a marketing campaign for the park. Just the park in general, not a specific ride or anything. That will hopefully increase the number of guests I'm getting, and in turn will increase my money, which will increase my ability to build things, which will increase my people, which will increase my money. You see how this works? It's a cycle. Ah, good, okay, I have enough. Wow, that is really packed tightly in there with the other two rides, but I have enough money to build the car right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here. So we have a little something else. And let's see, the exit can go over here, and then that's one more ride. Again, they're kind of piling up over here, at least for now, but that's okay. It's probably better than having them spaced out in some ways, although it would be nice to have them spaced out a little more, so that, you know, like I said, people have something to ride everywhere. Whether they do or want to or not is a different question, but at least they have options in mostly every area. I have enough money to build a log flume now, I think. Let's go ahead and put that over here where I had it before. Ooh, not quite. I mean, like, one more guest to come in. There we go! I mean, this is a terrible idea, but I'm gonna do it. So, alright, let's put it... Do I want it there, or do I want to leave space for a potential boat ride? It's about the only place I could put it, to be honest. So that works for me. Put that there. I just unlocked a haunted house. I was gonna put it over in this area with these spooky looking trees. Because theming or something. You know, honestly, I think a good idea might be to build a monorail at some point, like in a loop. So if I start with a station here or something, the main station, the entrance station, and then build one kind of all around, maybe put a station there, put a station back in here somewhere, maybe, and then one kind of over in this area. That would probably be a good idea. Again, I've never really done it, but I'm assuming they work like monorails and such would in real theme park parks or areas in that they're not less a ride and more just people who don't want to walk or, for example, are getting lost on my paths that don't lead anywhere yet. See, now this is what I was talking about. There's no dead ends that I know of or am aware of, but it's such a big park that people are getting lost because there's not enough to fill it yet. Okay, but let's stick in some go-karts. Where shall we put the go-karts? I'll do a figure 8 track. It's a little smaller, but where do I put it? Alright, observation tower. Awesome. I'm gonna put it right here in the front of the park so that way people can use it to see where they're going. I mean, not that it actually works that way. In theory, it could work that way. But, you know what, I'm gonna act like it works that way anyway. I'm just gonna put it right here and hope that people go for it. If nothing else, they'll have something to ride right off the bat, huh? Okay, I've built a monorail. It looks a bit of a mess, I've gotta admit, but it goes around the whole park. It doesn't actually have a station over here, which I was hoping it would, but apparently you're only allowed to have so many stations. My bad, but it starts off over here, it goes around, we've got another station over here, and then it just goes up and around here. We have this awkward looking station here, goes back up here over by the slide, we've got a station there, and then it comes back around, leisurely stroll, no stop there like I wanted, as I said, and comes back to the beginning again. So hopefully that will alleviate a little bit of the kind of people getting lost. But in the meantime, I've paid back my loan. I have almost $25,000 and almost 1,000 guests. It is taking a little longer than usual, but you know, we're definitely gonna get there. I mean, fewer than 200 people. I've also unlocked a few rides in the meantime. The only one I actually saw was a swinging ship, so I'm gonna stick it over here because there's not much happening over in this area right now. Water slide. Do I want to build a water slide? I would like to build a water slide. Where do I put the water slide? Oh, I mean, I didn't mean to put it there, but that'll work as well as anywhere else, I suppose. Okay, we have unlocked a steel corkscrew roller coaster. Corkscrew, oh, that is big. I really want to put it in, though. I really want to put it somewhere. Or put one somewhere. I wonder, what in the hell is that thing? It looks like an airplane. I don't know if any of the... Ooh, I mean, that is boring as all hell, but at least it will fit in my park. There we go. Oh my goodness. What is this? Does this even actually work? Look at this crazy coaster. This is nonsense. This will take like 2 seconds. It must get launched out of the thing. Well, this is going to be interesting. I'm super excited to see how this works. Well, with that roller coaster, we've gone over 1,000 guests, and our rating is definitely over 600. It's almost 800, in fact. So, I think what I'm gonna do this time, I know last time I did kind of a, like, fast forward on what I built in the period where I wasn't talking, and after I had accomplished my goals and everything, but I don't think I'm gonna do that this time. Unless I can figure out a good way to do fast forward, because it didn't work super well last time. I think I didn't quite get the settings quite right, and I don't like how it turned out. But I will, of course, give you an overview of the park when we come back. Otherwise, unless there's big news that I have to share with you, we'll see you back here in about October of year 4. Welcome back, everyone! We are... Oh no, my roller coaster still hasn't been fixed. Well, ignore that. We are back in October of year 4. We are very close to achieving our goal. At least closer than we were when I last left you. It's early October, so it's going to take a little bit still. But we have 1,800 guests, roughly. We have $140,000. Not that that matters, but that is all of my money. No loan. Nothing from the bank there, so that's kind of nice. We've got a rating that is sky high somehow. This roller coaster just crashed, and I'm surprised this did not go down more than it actually did, because it's at 999, which is impressive. As you can see, we have some new additions to the park. We have this roller coaster. That's kind of it over here, unless the tower wasn't there when we were here before, I don't remember. We've added a standing roller coaster over here, as you can see. Added, I think you were here when all this was put there, but we also have a steeplechase coaster. We have some stuff back over here, some bumper cars, one of these things, and this inverted ship. My things are not getting fixed. I have like 24 mechanics, and somehow they still can't get to everything on time. We've got a Wild Mouse coaster as well as a Crazy Mine coaster. We've got River Rapids, which for some reason would only fit this direction, so that's how they are. I don't know why that happened. And I feel like a lot of it was shops. There was some ride improvement stuff, which I didn't really do, either because I didn't have the rides or I had them already built. It was like specialized tracks for this roller coaster, which was a pre-built thing. So there's not been too many additions, really. A lot of shops, as I said. There's balloon stall now. We got a cotton candy stall, we got a souvenir stall, we got a fry stall, and all that kind of thing. And the next one that's coming up is a roller coaster that I'm not going to be able to fit in. That's another thing. There were a couple of roller coasters, like the bobsled one, and another one I think that I couldn't actually fit in the park. But we're doing pretty well, so no biggie. Where is my stupid mechanic? Is he there yet? He's fixing it right now. Calm down, game. Oh god, this roller coaster has a station brakes failure and I can't stop the train. I thought if I— oh, and that one exploded again? Wow, everything is terrible. Why is everything crashing? Why are you doing this? No, I'm right here! I'm so close! I'm so close! I'm so close! Why did they both stop? I thought if you double-click this and it would close it and reopen it, and I— oh no, I'm gonna lose because both roller coasters crashed. I better not! I will be so mad. I don't know if there's any way I can repair this, but I'm just gonna pick a random— I don't care if it still hasn't been fixed. Two of them just crashed. Maybe it's for the best if they don't get fixed, because they'll just be closed permanently and no one will die. Oh my god, please get above 600, that's all I ask. I'm not gonna lose that many guests, but yes, thank you, it's right at 600. If I can just stay at 600, please. It would be great if you improved, but as long as you don't go down, I do not care. I can't believe I'm in October of year 4. I'm this close. None of my coasters have crashed until now, and I've had 3 crashes in the past 2 months. I'm doing every marketing campaign to see if it boosts my numbers a little bit. Oh, it's only at 617. It was at 630 something not too long ago. I swear if I fail this just because it crashed at the worst possible time, and both of them back to back, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Do you know how— it's like an hour per year. This has taken me 4 hours total, at least, if not more. I think it's a little more than that. Woo! Yes! I did it! Oh, that was down to the wire there. I really wish that hadn't happened. That was more stress than I've had for the past, like, 2.5 hours of playing this game, because it was going perfectly fine until that moment. Oh boy, okay, well, we're done. We're done with Evergreen Gardens, I think this one was called. I'll enter my name into the chart and we'll see what the next one is, so that we can be prepared. We're getting into— I think I've mentioned this before though, but we're getting into the parks that I don't know, so I don't know if looking at the name will even help. But let's go do it. Right, looks like the next park is Bumbly Beach, which I may have tried once, but I know for a fact I've never beaten. I don't even know what the scenario I'm supposed to beat there is. So this will be fun, this will be a learning experience for all of us. I didn't unlock a new one yet, though it looks like I must have to finish another one, complete another one. So, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye!